Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Connor Reynolds, and this is the Nerdic podcast, episode 197. Joining me, Steven Sims.
Stephen, Michael, Darren, Michelangelo, the third.
I couldn't remember the whole thing, so I was just like, I'm just going to say Steven Sims.
Stem
cells.
Stem cell.
Steven, is that what the kids called you in elementary school?
Yeah, man. Like, yo, STEM. I was like, wagwan, fam.
Damn, is it a drug dealer name? Steven, did you see the That's So Raven movie trailer that came out on like Wednesday?
See, I'm not a That's So Raven kid.
No, not a big That's So
I
Raven
was Nickelodeon.
fan.
I was Kingdom Chaos, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Saved by the Bell. I wasn't messing about with this Disney Channel shit. Like I
watched Saved by the Bell too, but that's Saved by the Bell. I feel like that's before my or your age.
It is, isn't it? Like I don't know, for some reason Nickelodeon just showed it like it was a brand new
exactly
thing.
where I've watched it from too. Yeah,
and I was like, this is whack. And
very
then one day
early.
It wasn't.
Saved by the Bell was always on. Had a huge crush on Kelly Kapowski.
I was just about to say, mate, that probably gonna be my first little stiffy. Let me tell you.
But the That's So Raven movie, very, very interesting because I don't know if you know this. It takes place in the Spider-Man realm now. Very interesting. They recast Raven with Dakota Johnson, and I don't really fully know what's going on there. I'm assuming you haven't seen this trailer, but it's a wild time. Let me tell you.
Are we heard about the Madam Web trailer?
That's So Raven.
So we're not on about a Madam Web trailer. I don't understand.
Well, I mean, they're renaming it Madam Web, but like it's That's So Raven. Sees into the future. You might think life will be a breeze.
The Madam Web
trailer.
It's
not a breeze, Sims. I am referencing the Madam Web.
The Madam Web trailer is sick. Why is everyone taking the piss out of it?
He was near my mom when she was studying spiders in the Amazon.
Is that a weird thing to say? Is that not cool?
It was just the way Dakota Johnson delivered that line. It was just like she couldn't give any less of a fuck what she was talking about in that trailer. She's just like,
I just don't.
My mom was researching spiders in the Amazon, and then she died. It's like, what the fuck?
All right, you're making it sound worse than it sounds like, man.
It looks awful, but it looks like a great time.
I like Madam Web as a character. Like I do like Madam Web as a character. Yeah.
I don't think I know anything about Madam Web.
She was in the Nickelodeon, the Fox Kids shoot. It was, and there was like there's this. She brought all like the sinners, like she brought all like the Avengers type thing. Like it was sick, man.
Something with the multiverse going on there.
Yeah,
Okay. I'm very interested in this movie. I've been enamored with that trailer ever since it came out. Something about it piqued my interest.
Honestly, I was on the toilet, man. I was like, Madam Web trailer, yes, please.
Yes,
and it was so good. Like, I'm honestly, I'm the worst person ever to talk about.
It is movies. That's So Raven. Though.
I like
movies. Into the future, and then she tries to change.
So That's So Raven. She sees into the future. Right. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, That's So Raven. Like once an episode, right? But typically towards the beginning of the episode, she'll get a vision of something in the future, right? And then they'll try to prevent that thing from happening, or make it happen, right? Throughout the episode, and then they'll get there by the end of the episode, and that would be the entire plot of whatever episode of That's So Raven you're watching. And that's pretty much what Madam Web looked like. So it was very funny. Something must have just shocked you. What happened there? Your jaw's dropped right now.
I just don't get what the hate is getting.
Did you just put the That's So Raven thing together? That's what shocked you.
I don't know. I didn't know That's So Raven. I thought it was just some Nickelodeon teenage drama thing.
That was Disney. Okay, and
Disney. Sorry.
Yeah.
And then have you seen that? Have you seen the meme going around that is it? I never watched this. Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. They can officially be in the
or
they can officially go to the restaurant or something.
Italian restaurant now. Yeah. Because that was the day. People really got obsessed with that.
And then
people were more excited about that than they were when the Back to the
Future episode. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
That was sick.
Yeah, that was cooler than the Zach and Cody thing.
I've got one of these.
Oh, you got a Code Red Mountain Dew.
Yeah,
awesome.
They're hard to get. No, they're not hard to get over here. Like
hard to get over there, really.
We have specific American shop.
Okay.
So
awesome.
Good. Yeah, but obviously it's extortionate. This was £1.50.
So you can get Taco Bell, some good pasta.
No, good pasta. You're on drugs.
Maybe some good ramen noodles.
No, candy, obviously. So Takis,
American food.
Takis, Cheetos,
yeah, American food.
Just really high sugary food.
I exclusively drink Code Red Mountain Dew at the movie theater. I won't drink
Honestly,
it anywhere
what? Can
else.
you get it on Fountain?
Yeah.
Shut the
Oh
front
yeah.
door.
Oh yeah.
I
That's
tried
what I
this
do.
once. It was the greatest thing
Anytime I
ever.
go to a movie theater.
So anyway,
get
my
fat
daughter wants
ass
to
Code
try
Red.
it. Roxanne.
Oh, your daughter's gonna love this. Don't do
Roxy!
this. You're gonna get her addicted.
Come here, quick. Push.
Now you want her to come here.
Push it.
You were just yelling at her a second ago.
No, the door's like.
Code Red Mountain Dew, though, amongst the best soda flavors, I would say. I'm also a big fan of Baja Blast, the other Mountain Dew flavor.
I'm gonna get that then. Would you like to try
Baja
this on
Blast,
camera?
pretty good.
Ready?
Baja Blast, an
When you
acquired
sip it,
taste.
you need to give it a rating out of 10. Yeah?
Make sure she uses decimal points.
Oh, you have to have decimal point.
Yeah.
Well,
Very curious here. Moment of truth. This kid's gonna be addicted to soda now. I shouldn't have done this.
This one. I get the smell of one,
the smell of 1 out of 10.
and
What about
the
the taste?
taste 0 out of 10.
0 out of 10.
Wow. Wow. The disrespect to Code Red Mountain Dew.
That's
That's okay. That's okay. That's a good thing.
Is it not very nice?
Good for her. She's like, I like healthy food. I'm not getting
Pardon?
into this shit.
Pardon? Okay. Right, go on.
The risk of her getting cancer just went up like 10% after that one sip when she's older. I hope you know what you just thought. Cancer and Mountain Dew, they go hand in hand typically. But you should probably just stay away from the American stores. And just in general.
Like, imagine that. You go to cinema. We get
Just
Pepsi.
imagine
We get Pepsi, Tango, Sprite, maybe a Dr. Pepper, and now we've got these machines where then you can then add flavors to each flavor. So you can you can have cherry, lime, vanilla.
Yeah.
But you're having
Big
like
fan of strawberry Sprite in those fountains. Big fan. But yeah, we just have Code Red Mountain Dew. Just imagine the biggest cup you've ever seen.
The biggest cup ever.
The biggest cup you
like
ever.
This big.
And I'm just filling the whole thing with Code Red Mountain
Surely
Dew.
it takes an hour and a half for the thing to fill up and then the film.
Yeah, it takes a while. You're sitting there, looking at the watch.
Listen, kid, I'm here for the trailers and shit.
Yeah, I'm here for the trailer. And then I'm done with it by the time the trailers are over and the movie actually starts. Then you go get a refill. This is why we're all obese. Oh yeah, yeah. The movie theater, refill shit all day.
Like
back in the day,
we can, but we're not allowed.
Back in the day, when me and my friends, we used to just sneak into the movie theater, right? And we would literally dig a cup and a popcorn thing out of the garbages in the movie theater, right? Go to the bathroom, clean it out a little bit, and then just go get refills, free soda, free popcorn, free movie. It's the best.
Free refill of popcorn.
Yeah, you could get refills of popcorn there too. Yeah.
What, even now?
Even now, yeah.
So what? What's the standard
thing,
price? What's the standard price for large popcorn?
So the prices are fucked, right?
Yeah,
so
crazy.
Large popcorn, probably like $15, honestly.
Jesus.
Yeah.
No,
yeah. No,
what's a large popcorn over there?
Probably like $12. So you can probably get the
but
extra
like, what
large
is it?
for like
ours is probably about this big.
It's huge, bro.
And then this wide, this deep.
Probably a bit bigger than that.
Crazy. Me and Natalie done before the film started.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm there like crunching on them kernels at the end. Like, I'm like destroying all my fillings. I'm like,
America, we wouldn't take that shit. You give us a refill, damn it.
you know you're passionate when you're like, America. Refill. So what do you just do? You just like, oh, I'm gonna get a refill.
Yeah, if you want it. A lot of time, I mean, I'm not getting up during the movie, right? Like, I ain't leaving. It depends on what movie, right? If we're seeing like Transformers or whatever the fuck, yeah, I'll fucking leave. But
I never come back.
I'm sitting there watching Oppenheimer or whatever. I ain't getting up.
Yeah, man. I was like, what part of that film do you get up?
Nah, yeah, you don't leave there.
I needed a piss as well.
You can't. Yeah.
No, this
well,
film
it doesn't help that movie's fucking 7 hours long.
3 hours, mate. What a film!
That's a long ass movie.
Just a film of talking. And I'm like,
I've barely seen any new movies this year, but that was the best one. And I don't even need to see the rest because I already know Oppenheimer is the best one.
We did our local. This is a movie podcast now. Our local. It was like I think it's two horror movies in a month and get like, I don't know, £5 reward points or whatever. So obviously
that ain't bad.
we did Saw 10 and we did not Five
Fuck
Nights.
is Sword 10?
But Saw 10, Saw.
I don't know what the hell that is.
Saw.
Okay. You say
Dickhead.
sword.
Saw
You know,
10.
the fucking British accent sometimes, man.
What would you call it? Saw.
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 Yeah.
Saw.
Yeah. You're saying sore, okay?
Like I got a
It's
saw
different
knee.
war. Okay? Yeah.
No, you dickhead. Natalie doesn't like it when I say monster. I say Munster. What do you say?
Monster.
Monster.
Yeah.
Monster.
Monster's a type of cheese.
No, is it? Monster's a crisp over here. Do you have Monster Munch? You don't have Monster Munch, do you?
No, we do not have Monster.
Oh, you haven't
Munch.
fucking
No,
lived,
no,
mate.
no,
You
no,
you could take your fountain code red and fuck right off.
All right, well, you're
Monster
just over here
Munch.
talking about cheese and a sore knee. All right.
Anyway, yeah. Went to see. Yeah, we went to see Five Nights at Freddy's and shit. We found this new cinema. It's a bit further away, but it's nicer. Like, you know, like now cinemas are like, you got the feet that go. Zzz. You have that?
Yeah.
But like, we've only
yeah.
just
The
started to get all
recliner.
that. Well, yeah, but now at the one further, the feet go up and you go back,
Wow.
and there's like a leather puffy pillow.
At mine, there's like a restaurant, and you can order food from the restaurant, and they'll bring it to you in the movie theater.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. Yeah,
I just don't get what would you order though?
you could get like a burger and fries. You know,
we get
something
like hot
that,
dogs
yeah.
and nachos and shit. It's
Yeah,
just,
we got
it's just
that too,
not
but-
appealing. Like, it's just not appealing.
I like nachos. You know, I fuck with movie theater nachos
Yeah.
now and then. You know, get some jalapenos on that bitch. I'm into it.
Just not movie food. Not in a
Yeah.
cinema.
Well, it's too expensive nowadays. You know, now
Mm.
mostly if I'm going to the movie theater, I'm just getting the soda and that's it. Because I'm not
We
trying to
get
spend
we
fucking
get one big
$200.
soda, one big coke, one big bottle, one big pop or drink. We got it.
Sure.
One big popcorn, and then we'll go to like the dollar store and we'll get some magic buttons or
Hell yeah.
some
Hell
M&Ms.
yeah. They sneak
And
that
then,
shit in.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Shove that straight up my asshole.
Right up in there.
Yeah, man. Like prison.
It's experience. Sure, you were scaring all the kids at Five Nights at Freddy's trying to pull that shit out.
It was a 15 over here and it was PG-13 over there.
Aren't they typically that?
What?
Is there PG-13 over
We
there?
have 12A.
Okay, so it goes 12A and then 15.
I think we got 12A around X-Men 2 time.
Okay,
Remember?
and then it goes to 15-year-olds.
Yeah, so it's like PG 12,
Interesting.
12A, 15, 18.
What's the difference between 12 and 12A?
I don't know if they do the 12 and 12A anymore, but I remember there was a 12.
Okay, interesting. What's
12A
the
is-
difference?
12A is you can go with an adult if you're younger than
Oh, interesting.
Mm.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah,
They used to really just not give a fuck. Like I remember me and my friends going to see rated R movies all the time. I guess we were sneaking in. Oh well, that was on us.
me and my missus went in and like we went to cinema. What? I can't remember what we went to see. Might have been Spider-Man. No, I don't know what it was. And this guy couldn't give a fuck. We could have walked past him, and he would have been like, "Whatever, I don't care. Go and watch
Whatever.
a movie."
Get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah, crazy
I
man.
got time for that. Steven Tibbs. It's been another busy week in the world
Kind of.
of video games.
Hasn't it just?
Hasn't it just? Hasn't it just? Our first news story, our main news story. Jeff Keighley has announced the Game Awards nominations on Monday. And of course, the internet is on fire now. Everyone's just arguing left and right about what's on here, what got snubbed, yada,
I
yada,
haven't even
yada.
seen it. I haven't really.
Wait,
I've looked at it, but I
everyone-
haven't really looked at it.
Everyone just needs to calm the fuck down. Okay? It's like, just relax, all right? It's fine. No care. It's been a busy fucking year in video games, okay? It's like not everything could get nominated. Steven Zibbs, we're gonna go over the nominations. We're gonna pick what we think is gonna win, etc. Maybe name what we think got snubbed and should have been there. And
What's
that'll
the
probably
website?
be
Game
the only news story we go through.
Yeah,
Game
most
Awards.
likely. I remember doing it last year.
Most likely. Steven says I already got the list pulled up, so I'm gonna read.
Because I want to like vote
You want to vote with it? Okay, start at most anticipated then.
Yeah. Most
Okay. I'm
signed
gonna let
into
you get
I
there.
am
So
signed in. I should have a
the
account.
nominees for most anticipated game of next year: Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Hades 2, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, Star Wars Outlaws, and Tekken 8. Steven Sims,
Oh well,
pretty sure Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is taking this one. If I had to guess, I don't know what else you could put on here because, like, I don't know if GTA is coming out next year. That is
best.
that,
What is
that
it?
that's
Sorry,
it, right?
best what? Sorry.
Most anticipated. Starting more at the bottom, but we're skipping all the esports shit.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
I'm not talking about that.
Hades, Like a Dragon. Like, you know what? To be fair, right? I'm gonna play Like a Dragon just
Hell
for that
yeah.
Animal Crossing shit.
Hell yeah.
And I've never played any of them. And I know that Daniel, if Daniel hears what I just said, he will die.
Kill you. He'll kill you.
No,
He's
he
getting
won't. He'll
upset
just
with
die.
me.
He will have a heart attack.
He's getting upset with me because I was saying I'm not playing the
Yeah, I
man
heard
who
it, yeah.
erased his face
You
or
were like,
whatever.
he was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you're not gonna
I was like,
like,
I'm
you're
not
not gonna
playing
play it.
Yeah, I was
And you're like, I
I'm
would
not playing
rather watch an 8-hour long video.
I would. I would. Than play all these.
This is a
What am I gonna
poor
do? Go back and
little.
play
This is
100
poor though,
fucking.
isn't it?
Yeah,
It's a shame that they come poor because you know that GTA is the most anticipated game.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Or whatever they're gonna launch Switch with. You know, it's just we don't have too many games announced for next year. You know what I
It's
mean? Like I
definitely
could
5
see
months.
all these games being first half of next year. All the games that are listed right there. So it's like we don't even know what second half is really. But yeah, I definitely am with you. Like 5 5 7 Rebirth. Take that one.
Gosh.
The next category, best adaptation. I'm excited for this one actually. The nominees are Castlevania Nocturne, Gran Turismo, The Last of Us, the Super Mario Bros. Movie, and Twisted Metal. Steven Sims. Let's just vote for Twisted Metal. You
Let's
know what
vote
I mean?
for Twisted Metal because it was good.
I want Twisted Metal one. Yeah,
It was good.
it was very good. Now
It
it
was
wasn't as
good.
good as The Last of Us, and it probably wasn't even as good as the Mario movie, if I'm being honest. But it was very good. Really enjoyed Twisted Metal. I
Yeah,
haven't
I
seen
did.
Gran Turismo. I probably never will.
The bit where his car got blown up, he was dead sad. Like that shit hurt, man.
And Gran Turismo, you saw Gran Turismo?
No. Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal. Oh, okay. Both about cars. Very confusing.
Have you watched Gran Turismo? Because it is like
No.
online.
I haven't watched Gran Turismo.
You gotta watch it.
No, probably not. I don't know. I haven't even seen the Uncharted movie ever. So
Last of
I
Us,
don't know.
100%.
Movies. Yeah, it's Last of Us 100%. Last of Us was very good, man. Like that was a great show. Can't wait for season 2.
Remember that episode?
A lot of
Do you remember that episode?
the Bill episode.
The
Bill
Bill
episode was great.
Oh my.
I think my favorite episode was actually the Sam and Henry episode, though.
Nah, that same episode. That Bill episode was something else.
The Bill episode was great too. Yeah.
What's
Bill
next?
episode was incredible. All right, best multiplayer: Baldur's Gate 3, Diablo 4, Party Animal, Street Fighter 6, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I don't know here because I guess Diablo 4, right? Street Fighter 6, maybe.
I mean, I'd like to see how Baldur's Gate plays.
Yeah, dude, Baldur's Gate, man. I've been so close to buying it like twice now.
Yeah, me
you
too.
know, but like every time I see gameplay, I'm just like, I'm not gonna
No.
like this. You know, like I just
When
can't.
they're talking, I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, there's like fighting. I'm like,
yeah, I know all the
yeah.
RPG elements. I'm like, oh, this looks awesome. Then I see the combat. I'm like, this looks horrible.
oh.
Like, I don't know.
You need to
I probably
commit.
will by
You
the
need
more.
to do
The
it.
thing
You need
is,
to do it.
right?
'Cause it's-
Baldur's Gate 3 is gonna probably sweep these awards in a lot of these categories. I feel like, you know, and that might give me that FOMO, you know, where I'd be like, I gotta buy it and at least check it out. But I just know I'm not gonna like it. I don't know. Baldur's Gate 3 though might win best multiplayer. I'm gonna guess Diablo 4.
Yeah, me too.
Cool. Next, best sports racing game. Who cares about this? The Hot Wheels will win. There you go. Probably not. UFC 5 should have been nominated though. We'll say that. Little bastards.
You bought that on Xbox. By
I
accident.
did, yeah.
It's the funniest thing I've
accident,
ever in my life.
I was just trying to download the trial, and then I was like, "Where do I get it?" And then I thought, like, maybe if you go into the buy thing, it will give you the option, you know. And then I was like, "Oh, guess I just bought it." Whatever. I'll talk about that later though when we get to what we've been playing, if we get there. What time is it? Fucking shit. We got 30 minutes here. All right, let's hurry up. Best sim / strategy. I don't think I ever really care about this. I'm gonna go Advanced Wars 1+2 because I only played like half that game, but I liked it. Sims.
Sorry.
All good. We were on best Sim / strategy, anyways. We'll move on to best family game, which is typically the Nintendo category. But this year, they
Excuse
added
me.
in a few more. Wow, great. That was a code red burp right there. You know, you taste it right now. You know, you taste a little bit of cherry pop back up into your mouth. Disgusting, but also great. Best family game: Disney Illusion Island, Party Animals, Pikmin 4, Sonic Superstars, and Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I'm gonna guess Super Mario Bros. Wonder wins here. You know, because this is always the Nintendo category.
Is it good? Because I know you've been playing it. It sounded really threatening.
Is it good? It's. I mean, look, I just don't like 2D platforms, so it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine, you know. It's not like it's. I don't love it, you know, honestly, but it's okay. Like I'm still playing a level here and there. I'll probably beat it at some point, but it's not like I'm never really like excited to play it. If I'm being honest, but yeah, it's probably very good if you
Just
like
so
2D
annoying.
platformers and you're into that genre. So I don't know. I'm gonna assume that wins.
What next? Best RPG or best fighting?
Best fighting is next. So we
Whoa.
got God of Rock, which I never even heard of. Then Mortal Kombat 1, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, Pocket Parvy? Parvy.
Bravery.
Man, I can't read. Street Fighter 6. This gotta be Street Fighter 6 all day now.
Yeah, it'd be a shame if it didn't.
Yeah. I mean, come on. What else are you picking here, you know? I guess Mortal Kombat 1 is in the category as well. It felt like such a good year for fighting games, but I guess it was really only Street Fighter 6 and Mortal Kombat 1. And of course, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, Game of the Decade, the sequel. Next up, then we'll do Best RPG, Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 16, Liza P, Sea of Stars, and Starfield.
Is this the only one Starfield's nominated for?
This is the only category Starfield got nominated for, which is just weird to me. You know, it should have at least gotten best narrative. Like, I guess we'll get to best narrative, but it's just like you guys couldn't have put
Does
in
it
best
deserve
narrative.
it? Is it a good narrative?
I really thought the main story of it was great. Like I really did, but I don't know. I guess not. I don't know. We'll see when we get the best narrative because I can't even remember.
It's crazy how it
exactly
just
what the
came and
choices
went.
were.
Nobody talked about it.
Yeah, I feel like it had its moment though. I mean, that was kind of everything this year, right? Like, I mean, it's like I guess people are still talking about Tears of the Kingdom, but that kind of just had its moment too. You know, like everyone was
like it
talking
had a
about
longer
Starfield in
moment.
September. Sure. Sort of FF16. I mean, that had a moment too.
When it comes to Zelda, like there was loads to talk about. Like it was like, I can't believe you can do this. I can't believe you can do that. How is this game even fun? But it was like when Starfield come out, it was like it's just the same, but there's loads of loading screens.
Sure. I mean, some good conversations with like, you know, the different factions and stuff, and then like the main quest in general, and then what was happening at the end of the main quest. You know, I feel like a lot of people there was some discourse around that. But I know
So I
what
still
you mean.
not finished it.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those games though. A lot of people just don't finish, right? Long.
I'd like
RPG.
to. Don't worry. I was like, we're just, I don't know.
I still have tons I want to go back and do, but I'm just gonna wait for expansions at this point because the game's just gonna be better in what a year or two from now, you know. So I don't know. Best RPG though, I mean, Baldur's Gate 3 is winning this hands down. It's not.
They're just gonna clear up on it. Baldur's Gate. Like Baldur's Gate was gonna win Game of the Year.
It's crazy too because it's just I don't know. None of us are playing it, I guess, and it's like
I just remember watching. I remember watching these
none
stupid
of them play it, you know.
Stadia videos and Baldur's Gate being like, yeah, this is gonna be great, blah blah blah, Baldur's Gate, and I'm like, I know the IP. I remember my friend was like, we used to play on PS2. He was like, oh, Baldur's Gate's great. I was like, sad, but like, this is different. Best action adventure.
This one just took over. Best action adventure. I just want to say on best RPG though too. FF16, not really an RPG.
No.
You know. Not really an RPG at all, and it was much more of an action game. But yeah, whatever. Teach their own, I guess. Also, shout out to Sea of Stars. That game should win. You should play Sea of Stars.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day. Okay, we'll see. Best action adventure then: Alan Wake 2, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom are your nominees.
This seems like one of these is this is going to be the second. I don't know, like almost like third place for game of the year. If that makes sense.
Third place, you think? Because I was thinking this is the one you give to Zelda, right?
No,
Because
I
Zelda's
think,
not. If Zelda doesn't win Game of the Year, they're gonna want to give something to Zelda.
yeah, but
I think this is it.
isn't that in best game direction?
You think that'll win Best Game
Yeah, because
Direction
best
too?
game direction is second place.
Yeah, sorta. I know what you mean.
It's like best game direct. It's difficult. It's so weird. Like best action adventure, right? Let's face it. It's Spider-Man, right?
I mean, I'd like to see Spider-Man win here. You know, I wouldn't mind that just to give Spider-Man something.
Because
I mean,
action.
Alan Wake 2 as an action adventure game. That's not. It's really. It is an action adventure game, but it's not at the same time. You know what I mean? So it's
very
just like
s-
it's
when I
very
think
weird
action
that
adventure,
you
I
shoehorn
think
that in that
fast-
category.
I think fast-paced, exciting. You know, great set pieces. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
This
I
is
think-
where like your blockbuster should win, right?
Yeah, and I think the biggest blockbuster of the year, on a technical level, is Spider-Man, right?
No, I can see it.
I mean,
But I think Zelda's gonna win it. Because best game direction, I mean, I could make a good argument for Alan Wake 2 and best game direction, honestly. But I could also see Baldur's Gate winning that and game of the year, honestly.
I mean,
Like,
best
I wouldn't be
best
surprised.
game direction. Like looking at that nomination, I think either Alan Wake or Legends. I've only played an hour of, but like, I game direction. I played 8 hours apparently of Alan Wake, and I'm blown away by the direction of the game. Like,
Yeah.
the set piece I just played was incredible. The simultaneous real life to game to real life to game without it being jarring, if that makes sense. Like it doesn't seem unnatural.
No, it's not.
Um,
Yeah.
The
With the mix of live action cutscenes, the way they change things, the way the puzzles work, especially in Alan's sections, the way the whole game comes together. That game just has more balls than any other AAA game had this year, you know?
yeah,
And for that, I feel like it has a really good shot at winning best game direction because
one
it
of
took
the
chances.
and, like-
And it is one of the most unique games I played, at least in the
100%.
AAA
And I've only
space,
played a
right?
bit of it as well. Like
Yeah.
it's terrifying, and a big cameo by Steve.
By Steve.
Yeah, me.
You.
I've
You're
seen
in
me in
it?
the game. You know, not
No.
seen me.
Who are you?
Let me just show you.
Now I gotta know this.
If I just get my arse out a little bit, what do you think? What do you think now?
I still don't know what you're talking
Did you not
about.
play the first 10 minutes of the game?
Okay, the first 10 minutes of the game. What happened in the first 10 minutes? Oh, okay. The naked guy. Gotcha.
Yeah, man. They got everything down to a T except for my dick. My dick
That's
is
what I'm
fucking
saying. This game has
massive.
balls. It just opens with some fat naked dude.
Some
and you're
fat,
walking around as
naked
him. And
Steve
it's like,
looking
play the game.
motherfucker. And my missus is like,
Were you freaking out? Like, damn, this game really is
I was
meta. They
like,
got
what
me in the game.
fuck? Honest to God, man. Like, literally from frame to frame, hairline, the lot. Like,
And they literally murder you.
and they fuck me up.
That must have been terrifying. Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, best action. I'm gonna guess Zelda, but I'm kind of with you with Spider-Man actually now. So hopefully that wins. I don't know.
I just think it's like action adventure is like third place. I don't
Sure.
know. Right, what's next?
Best action
action
game:
game.
Armored Core, Dead Island 2, Ghost Runner 2, Hi-Fi Rush, Remnant 2. Give this to Hi-Fi Rush.
I was gonna
please.
say this is the one you give to Hi-Fi.
Give this to Hi-Fi Rush. Give Hi-Fi Rush something. There you go. A best action game that works. It's a little weird what we differentiate with best action and best action adventure. You know, because these are all kind of like the same in my mind. But whatever. Give it to Hi-Fi Rush.
I'm not doing that.
Best VR/AR. I don't think we really
We're
care
not doing
about
that.
that.
Best mobile game. We're not doing that. Best
Okay,
mobile
no
game.
mobile
Best mobile game. It's not even on there. Where the fuck is that? Never mind.
Where's that Doom game?
No, man. Where's that
Get to that Doom
fucking
game.
Marvel Snap, man?
That was last year.
Did it win
That
last
won
year?
it last year.
Did it win
that won
it?
it last year. Yeah.
Should win it again.
Okay.
You remember how much
whatever.
Daniel hates that game? Like, what the fuck?
I don't know. Whatever, bro. He likes every other card game, but that one, no.
Best debut indie game.
Best debut indie game: Cocoon, Dredge, Peach Tower, Venba, and Viewfinder. I've played quite a few of these. Well,
Funny.
actually, just two.
So again,
I played 2 of these. I think you played Vemba, right?
I played Vemba.
Okay, cool. Someone played Vemba. And
Me and
yeah, I
Daniel
haven't
played
checked
Vemba.
out Pizza Tower or Dredge. Oh yeah, Daniel did play that too. I would go Cocoon here because Cocoon was fucking awesome.
Did you play Cocoon?
I did play Cocoon. I played through all of Cocoon, and I loved Cocoon. Great puzzle game. It was one of the best puzzle games in the last few years, to be honest.
I've heard a lot of very good things about it.
Play Cocoon. Cocoon's fucking awesome. Oh, you're not much a puzzle guy though, right?
I mean,
Sometimes right mood.
yeah. I like Vemba because of the visual storytelling.
Viewfinder had a really. Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I just remember I had a long day. Me and the missus, we took the kids out. I'm tired. Do you know what I mean? We've been out all day, been to the museum, took the kids for some food. They had a run around, had a great time. Got back. I'm just tired. And I'm like, I'm going to try this Vemba. And I just remember it being an hour and a half. And I'm like, games like, some games should be like this.
Just a couple hours.
Just a couple hours,
Short,
one
little, easy thing to
sitting.
play through. Yeah.
Like, leaves an indent on your brain. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to forget that hour and a half. Because it's like, there's not much information to process. I'm going to remember the story. I'm going to remember the visual artwork. And then it's done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
Awesome.
I know it's not going to win. I think Cocoon will win it. I've heard very good things. Dredge. I've heard very good things
Dredge,
about
I've heard very good things about Dredge as well.
It's a
haven't
difficult
played it
one.
myself. Something
It's a difficult
fishy.
one.
Viewfinder had that really awesome mechanic with walking into
good
the
winning
new
on that
levels and then
mechanic.
putting up the picture and stuff like that. It was an awesome mechanic, but it wasn't that great of a puzzle game in general. Whereas Cocoon was an awesome puzzle game, and that also had a really cool mechanic with the going in and out of the levels, and then having to bring different worlds into the other worlds, and then figuring that all out and piecing it together. That was really fun and a unique experience as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go Cocoon. I think it'll win. I think it deserves to win as well. But shout out to Viewfinder. Best independent game, which everyone is just fucking fighting about. Cocoon, Dave the Diver, Dredge, Sea of Stars, and Viewfinder. Steven Sims, is Dave the Diver an independent game?
I don't understand. Like, I mean, if what people are saying is like, if like this team is then owned by, what is it? The team's owned by a big.
It's
company.
owned by a bigger South Korean company.
So that's where their money's coming.
Yeah.
But independent is what that isn't owned by publisher, right?
Right. I mean, when you say independent studio, right, that is not being published by anything. They're publishing the game
we're an independent
That's
podcast.
kind of what you think.
You know what I mean?
Right.
We're not owned by Rooster Teeth. We're not under,
right.
Another big. We're not owned by, I don't know, the Times or whatever. Do you know what I mean? We don't record this podcast because we're owned by another company.
Right.
It is bullshit.
It is kind of bullshit. It's weird that we call it independent. I don't know. It's weird because we don't call games just A, right? Because in my mind, there's AAA, AA, and then you should just call things A, but instead we just call that spot indie nowadays, right? That's just what we call it for some reason. So really, it's just kind of like indie game, which is your super small game, low budget, small team. AA, bit bigger than that, bigger budget, bigger team, and AAA, massive team, massive budget, all that, right? And that's kind of what we ended up differentiating it to, just in the industry as a whole. And so I don't know. It's a gray line there with Dave the Diver and stuff like that. As far as the category actually goes, I'm gonna. I don't know what wins here. I think Sea of Stars will win. That game was fucking awesome. Great characters, great story. But Cocoon also kind of deserves it. I have actually been playing a little bit of Dave the Diver. I bought it on Switch, and
I keep looking at it on the Steam Deck.
Yeah, it was pretty cheap. It's like $20. So I'm like, okay, let's check it out here. And horrible loading times on Switch though. I'm like about to wait for it to go somewhere else because the loading times are that fucking bad, and you load so much. But
is it fun though?
Yeah, it's fun. It's a cute little thing. So you like go around, catch a bunch of fish. You bring the fish back to the sushi shop, and then you serve food at the restaurant, and you just kind of repeat on that. It's like a simulator type thing, and with a little bit of a story to it. It's a unique game, I guess. So, but I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily give it the but I don't think it's above Sea of Stars or Cocoon, at least thus far. But yeah, my vote would be Cocoon. Or no, Sea of Stars
Yeah, I think it is
by far.
because it looks fabulous. Have you finished it, by the way?
Sea of Stars, yeah, I did. I did beat Sea of Stars.
So like, obviously, Barrett keeps talking about it. I'm kind of, is he right to keep banging on about it?
Sea of Stars. What has
Yeah.
he said about it? I don't remember him talking.
He said he
about it.
really enjoys it.
Oh, does he? Okay. I remember Blessing talking about it a little bit. Yeah, it's great. I mean, about 25 hours long, so get through
Blessing's
that.
playing it
It's
now.
It really is a great story. Like great characters.
he's playing
all
it
that. I
on that
love the
portal.
combat as well. Yeah, it's actually a really good game for that, honestly. Are you getting one of those, by the way? I kind of want one.
I don't need to, do I?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Our
but
in-
now,
like I
don't
said,
know,
I've always
I
complained
see it and
about
I'm
our
like, I
internet.
kind of want
I've
one.
always complained about
Yeah,
our internet.
yeah, I might
Best
pick one up.
Best
We'll see.
ongoing. I don't like this one.
Best ongoing. What about community support? Oh well, fuck
Hold
the
on.
community.
No, I don't mind. No, community support.
Okay, best community support: Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14, and then No Man's Sky.
So I don't mind. So recognizing the game for outstanding community support, transparency, responsiveness, including the social media activity in the game. So I like the Cyberpunk because they've always been sorting it out. Especially when it obviously I was a hater for the right reasons, I believe. And then obviously they got their arse together and they've sorted it. But then going to best ongoing, this I disagree with. Because it's not an ongoing game.
Yeah.
It's not an ongoing game.
I'm with you with that, yeah. Because it's like, what do? Do you nominate every game that gets DLC then? Because that's all it really was, right? It was DLC. I mean, I know they overhauled the whole system, and it's like, yes, they put more effort than your typical DLC in, but still just DLC at the end. Like, is Starfield going to be nominated for this next year?
So this time next year.
Sense.
So what? This time next year we're going to be Starfield.
Yeah,
you just said that, didn't you?
Yeah.
It's like, so this time next year we'll be talking Starfield.
Yeah,
because a kid at my shop, he was on about community support. He said No Man's Sky.
Couldn't you make an argument then that all games that get DLC should be nominated in best
100%.
ongoing?
That's what you're saying,
like,
aren't you?
Forbidden West got
it's
DLC this year. Why isn't that there?
It's got ongoing because of the DLC. I mean, what are you gonna go on? Fortnite? That Fortnite died, and it's all not died, but it ticked along nicely until 2 weeks ago, where it blew up again. 45 million people were playing this game again.
Everyone just jumping back into Fortnite.
Crazy. Listen, it's big when my daughter's back on it.
Damn. No.
I mean, Apex Legends.
Roblox for that. Wow.
She back on. Apex Legends always ticking over nicely.
Yeah, I don't really hear people talk about Apex too much nowadays. So I don't know. This is the best ongoing category now. So we kind of just meshed those two together accidentally. Whatever. Yeah, best community support. I don't know. I guess I'll go with FF 14.
Community support. I'd give it to Cyberpunk.
For community support.
Yeah.
Of
transparency. Best
for
ongoing.
Yeah.
This is a difficult one because I mean, the Final Fantasy 13.
Fortnite now because it's just the hot thing, right?
13's always got
14.
14.
Yeah, I guess I'd give it to 14. Or not 14. Fucking Fortnite now, just because it's the hot thing right now.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna vote. I'm not gonna vote because I don't care.
Yeah, I don't either. I've never played. Not playing any. Of
I
these games,
don't need to go for 9, but I know you do, don't you?
Do the what?
I don't need to go at 9. You do though, don't you?
Oh yeah. I don't need to go like right then, but just a little bit after that. We got like 20 minutes.
Sweet. Games for Impact.
Games for Impact. A Space for the Unbound. Chance for Sinar. I don't know what that is. Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. Goodbye Volcano High, Tachia, Terranil, and Vemba again. Now, what do you think here? Because you played Tachia and you played Vemba. And I think those are the two front runners, right? Because Tachia had that whole, they were donating to the island it was inspired by, right? Something like that. Which is impactful. And then Vemba was like in a really
there was definitely
emotional
something
story.
said. I don't think it was like, I don't think money was going towards it. I can't remember. And February was lovely. No,
Tough call.
no.
Tough call.
There's no
I'm gonna
impact.
guess
Like
Tachia.
nothing like Chia was just a Zelda knockoff. I enjoyed it.
I
Did get
remember
it a
the
bit.
money thing with Tachia, so I'm gonna guess that. Like they were
Pretty Chia.
donating
I
some of
like
the
Chia
profit.
because it was alright.
It was all right. Okay,
And I
cute
like the
little game.
ukulele.
I played it for like 10 minutes.
I just played it. But I was like
Why
Easter
not?
time as well. I played it around Easter. I just played it. I just switched my brain off and played it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Innovation and accessibility.
Innovation and accessibility. Your nominees are Diablo 4, Forza Motorsport, Hi-Fi Rush, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Mortal Kombat 1, Street Fighter 6. I have not really been paying attention to the accessibility options in these games, I guess. So I don't even know where to begin. I know PlayStation does a really good job with those. So Spider-Man's always in the running for that. I'm not really sure what the rest of them even did. I'm not, and to be honest, I'm not even sure what Spider-Man really did. So I'm not. I don't know. You got anything in this?
I'm sure. I know Street Fighter did the simple buttons. Mortal Kombat, I have no idea. Spider-Man, I'm sure it's just a regular PlayStation stuff. Turning it black and white. Maybe one-handed mode. Maybe auto. I don't know. Maybe they did an auto swing. I don't know. Unfortunately, just negligence, really, because we're privileged not to need any of these things.
Very much.
My vote would be probably Forza because they're always really good. Like Forza, they're so good. The cars will drive themselves, and sometimes like for someone who's like, isn't they're just like cars. Some people are autistic and love vehicles. Some people are, they don't, they don't have, the motor skills to play video games. But imagine like, they've got the accessibility controller and they can choose their car and then they watch it race. And some people sometimes that's just enough. I'd say Forza because like, I don't really know. I know that Forza's Horizon's really good.
Okay, cool.
And I don't know
like
about
that, yeah.
Diablo.
Why not?
I'm not
Give
sure
the
what
Forza.
Diablos are.
Yeah, I'd be interested to know what Hi-Fi Rushes were too, how they optimize that. But whatever. Next category then, best performance. We got Ben Starr as Clive in Final Fantasy. Got Cameron Mulligan. I don't know how you pronounce his
I
name.
could have seen Ben Starr. Ben Starr was at EGX.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then
Interesting.
Troy Baker is in Birmingham in this beginning of December. And I want to go, but it's one of those things where you have to pay like £60 to get a picture with him. I don't necessarily want a picture. I'd like him to sign something, to have a conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'd love
do
to
that
see
and then ask him to come on this podcast.
100%. That'd be the first thing I ask him to do.
100%.
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Because obviously
awesome.
I've got the tattoos as well. I got the kind of funny tattoos. I'm like, oh, you're kind of funny person. I was like, listen, Troy. Yeah, right, I need 15 minutes. Just 15 minutes on the podcast.
Dude, we'll take one for 15 minutes,
Like,
whatever.
Just us three just stumbling on our words. Yeah.
It'd be all over.
The thing is, though, that
place.
I'm that much of a cunt, I wouldn't tell you. So I just let Troy jump into the chat, and you'd be like, I have no idea.
I would freak out.
You would freak out, and that would be the best thing ever. Like,
I don't know what. No, you'd have to give me prep time.
I'm that much of a bellend as well.
I forbid you from doing that. Anyways, Ben Starr, Cameron Mulligan from Jedi Survivor, Idris Elba from Cyberpunk,
Melanie,
who's yeah, thank you. This is why I don't read. Anyway, she plays Saga Anderson in Alan Wake. Neil Newborn, who's what is he? Do you know what he is?
Who?
Neil. What's that guy? What's he in?
Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate. Okay, I'm not on that website. I'm on a different site where it just lists the names. And then Yuri Lowenthal, who's Spider-Man in Spider-Man. There you go. Anyways, I would probably go with Ben Starr here. I feel like that guy has really risen to popularity amongst video game media just in general, and he's just a lovely person. I've listened to him on a few podcasts here, so he's awesome. I guess I'm kind of just giving him the nod because he himself is awesome, but not necessarily Clive in FF16. But Clive is also awesome in FF16, so I would probably go ahead and give it to him. Why not? I feel like don't give it to Idris Elba because I mean, first of all, that's a DLC. Second of all, he's got enough awards. He don't need any more. Saga Anderson was great too. I'd be down with that. You know who got snubbed here is the guy that plays Alan Wake in Alan Wake 2. That should not. He should totally be nominated because he had to play like slight spoilers. He had to play like 3 different roles in that game, and that's a lot to handle. So he should have got a nod here. But whatever. Yuri Lowenthal as well. Always a great shout out. So yeah, we'll go on to the next category then. In Best Audio Design, nominees are Alan Wake 2, Dead Space, Hi-Fi Rush, Marvel's Spider-Man 2, and Resident Evil 4. I'm gonna go Alan Wake 2 here. I feel like the game had really great sound design and audio. Oh, Sims is gone. Wow. What if I can talk about the pigeons now? But yeah, we'll go Alan Wake 2 here because great
You're doing
audio
great.
design.
You're doing great.
I was gonna talk about the pigeons. We were on Best Audio Design.
What was the pigeons? I forgot. What
You know what's funny about the pigeons? You and Daniel, you guys murdered pigeons. The funny thing about the pigeons was when I played that pigeon mission in Spider-Man 2, and I immediately thought of you guys. And I was like, wow, they're gonna get.
What did you say?
Because
I remember it was so funny. I was listening, and you.
It was that you captured all the pigeons in the UK, and Daniel captured all the pigeons in the US. And you guys are torturing them in your basements separately. I moved on to Best Audio Design, by the way.
Okay, nice.
If you see the nominees there, I already named them off. I'm going Alan Wake 2, but I could also see Hi-Fi Rush, I guess, too. I don't know. This is a tough category, if I'm being honest. And Resident Evil, Capcom always has great audio design, so I could also see that one as well.
Alan Wake?
Yeah,
just for that, just for the bit I just played.
You know what I loved? Yeah, that, and then also when you're playing as Alan, and all you hear is Alan Wake, you know, from the shadow.
And then all of a sudden,
yeah. And they move so fast.
I want it, man. Stop putting your fucking stupid face on my screen, man.
Best score / music: Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3,
Where
Final Fantasy 16, Hi-Fi Rush, Tears of the Kingdom.
Fuck is Spider-Man.
You know, that's what I was saying. Is like Spider-Man had great music.
You don't understand, man. I had that soundtrack in my head for ages.
Yeah. If I'm, it's for me. It's between Alan Wake and Hi-Fi Rush.
It's too hard Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah, it's hard not to give it to Alan Wake though because of the scene you're talking about. You know, and it's just like, oh man, they made a whole thing around music. So I don't know. I'd be down with either of those if I'm being honest. Probably Hi-Fi Rush though. Give it to that.
Best art direction.
Best art direction: Alan Wake 2, Hi-Fi Rush, Lies of P, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and Tears of the Kingdom. I go Hi-Fi Rush here all day. But you could go Alan Wake 2 as well.
Nah,
here too.
It's definitely Hi-Fi Rush. Like a
Hi-Fi
game
Rush
like that doesn't come around often.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, I played the first mission, and like that game was bopping. What?
It was bopping though. I totally agree. I could also see Alan Wake as well, just because the way they mix in live action into the actual gameplay. I mean, that is part of art direction. I guess it is live action scenes, so that's a little bit cheap if you were going to give it to that. Hi-Fi Rush had a beautiful cel-shaded cartoon look though to it. I could see Mario Wonder as well. You know, that game is quite beautiful. Lies of P look good too. This is a really hard category this year, but yeah, personally, I think I'd vote Hi-Fi Rush. Next category then, best narrative: Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3. They misspelled it here and put Baldur's Game 3. Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty, Final Fantasy 16, Marvel's Spider-Man 2.
Best narrative.
I don't understand why Phantom Liberty got in there being DLC. I guess maybe if it does just have an extremely good narrative like that, I would substitute that for Starfield personally. But I'm not entirely sure. Best narrative in my mind, I'm going Alan Wake 2 all day with this one.
You think?
Although it can make a good argument for Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2's story is not as strong as the first one.
I agree.
It
And for that,
falls.
it should
It
lose.
falls
So
on
I
its
would go
arse
Alan Wake 2.
in the last 15 minutes. It falls on its arse.
The last 15 minutes, you thought, really?
I
Okay.
think so. Like we haven't spent time to talk about it, but like I don't know. It hyped. It kind of it went up, and then it just didn't. I feel like it didn't land it.
For me, it was more the middle bit that kind of fell. I actually thought the ending was very good on both sides, but like it was the middle part, especially when you're playing as Miles in the middle. I felt like, okay, what the fuck? It felt like they didn't know what to do with Miles for part of that game.
Yeah. What did they do? Where? When you say middle, where about?
After Coney Island, and then before everything kind of really kicks off, like shit starts popping off.
I don't
Before
know.
the
I mean,
third
it's
act.
good. It's really good, but it's just I don't know. Like the best story is. I mean, I'm not enthralled by this story in Valorant right now, but like I have
I
just
just feel like the way they
been...
tell their narrative is so unique that I would also give it to that.
But
Alan Wake, I mean, I am a massive horror fan, so it's also
it's
that also really helps. And
where
Alan Wake
I
is just
am.
it's so fucking meta in its narrative that it's just like it blows my mind that I want to give it to it.
Where I am in the game, it's just so pretentious,
Sure.
and I'm just like,
It's that way on purpose though.
I know, and I don't like it,
Sure, I can see
but I'm
that.
like, it's going somewhere.
Do you feel like Saga's part's pretentious as well though? Because I know what you mean with Alan, but I don't think Saga is.
I don't know, because like the Saga bit, like I can argue, well, what the fuck am I picking? Why am I putting these pieces of card on the wall? Wait, I don't care. It doesn't mean anything.
So with that, yeah, it doesn't mean anything, but that is another way to give you the narrative. That is like really all the detective board is doing is telling you the story in a different way. And I thought that was really unique for that. I think a lot of people are disappointed that it's not a full on I'm piecing together a mystery, that it's not like an actual detective game. It really is just a different way to tell you the story. So I don't know. I would personally give it to Alan Wake 2. But maybe Baldur's Gate wins. I don't know. Baldur's Gate, there's got to be something amazing about Baldur's Gate's story, right? I mean, I have no fucking clue. So, whatever. Our second to last category, best game direction, Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So, what you were saying, you think Tears of the Kingdom taking this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I could see that. I could
Which
very
one?
much
Which
see
one?
that.
Game direction.
Game direction, yeah.
I think Legend of Zelda, because the game is a fucking technical marvel masterpiece. I don't think anyone but Nintendo and this team could ever do it
Sure.
with the game, the way the game is made, and the things that they allow you to do is almost unlimited.
No, you're entirely right.
And it's
Yeah, I think you saw me. Tears of the Kingdom winning this one.
it's just unlimited. Like the game is, people did them, they made them robots and it worked.
Those fucking
And
robots,
it's
man.
not like they broke the game.
Right.
It was they thought about it before you thought about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just
being able to go into a cave at the bottom of the mountain and then pop up at the top of the mountain of the cave, and that works just perfectly fine, right? Shit like that.
And there's people out there that will that will do that. Just try and break the game.
Yeah.
And they just like, no, you can do it. It's fine.
Can't break the game. Yeah, I'm totally with you.
Stupid.
Yeah, you've convinced me. Tears of the Kingdom.
Did you go narrative?
Did you go
narrative? Did we do narrative?
Yeah, we did
away,
narrative.
didn't we?
Yeah. We talked about that. Yeah, I'm kind of with you. Unless Baldur's Gate 3 also wins this, but typically this is the category where if there's two leading front runners for Game of the Year, one will win this, and then one will win Game of the
like
Year.
Death Stranding got one, didn't it?
Yeah, something like that. Game's awful, but fucking.
It's the third conversation I've had about it this week.
Good. Is it really? Wow.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And then our last category, Game of the Year. Your nominees are Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Steven Sims. You got a phone call? I think we both probably think Baldur's Gate 3 is going to end up winning here. That game just has too much fanfare around it. It seems like games media and the people that would be voting on this really love it as well. So I'm assuming Baldur's Gate 3 is going to win here. Funny enough, the one game on here I haven't played is Baldur's Gate 3. So I don't know. I'm going to assume Baldur's Gate 3 is winning here. It just seems like that's the direction we're going in. And I think that's actually really cool that Baldur's Gate 3 seems like it's going to win. Even though it's not my type of game necessarily, I think it's awesome that a turn-based strategy CRPG can win Game of the Year and get that much recognition and that much love just in general.
It has to be Baldur's Gate, doesn't it?
Yeah. It just kind of has to at this point,
But I mean, you look at it this way, right? Marvel, Spider-Man, and Mario Wonders, they got it on recency bias. Let's face it. Like,
I
they would
think
have got
Spider-Man legitimately deserves to be on here.
I mean, yes, but people would have got these
games of the year.
People would have got these ballots about a week after Spider-Man.
Yeah. During the week of Alan Wake 2, too, by the way. You can throw Alan Wake in there.
Yeah, around that time. So it's definitely Baldur's Gate, isn't it?
Baldur's Gate.
Or the other way around. Game direction. If it's Baldur's, it's Zelda. If it's vice versa.
Sure, for game direction.
Because people, that's the way people think about it. Game direction is the second place.
Yeah.
And
I just wonder, when people are voting on this too, and whoever's voting on this in games media is voting on this, how much do they even really care, right? Like, are they just like?
I mean, when it comes to like, let's say in March when the DICE Awards come around,
yeah,
I think game developers will probably pick Zelda. Just on a technical, but then
maybe
Baldur's Gate is good because
Baldur's
Gate is good because it was given time, and nobody gave a shit, if that makes sense.
Like while it was in alpha.
Yeah, nobody give the fuck.
Yeah,
like
you didn't hear that many people talk about it.
No,
you're right. They were really able to build that game with their hardcore community.
Yeah,
and then when it fully released, it blew everyone away.
And
because
it blew everyone
of that.
away.
Yeah.
And then obviously there was people going, "Well, we fucking told you."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we were like, "All right, should be fucking nerd." But it's almost like this time next year when we're playing Grand Theft Auto.
It's not an unfair advantage, but it's like almost kind of an unfair advantage because it's like, imagine if every game was built with a community and then put out for a full release. It's like, every game would be way better then. I don't know. But Baldur's Gate 3 is surely going to win. I want to talk about Resident Evil 4. Why the fuck is Resident Evil 4 remake on here?
I don't know. That's the one that blows my mind because
it was I like it. I thought it was a great game, but it's like this wasn't a year to put a remake on here. I would have much preferred Street Fighter 6. Personally, I think it should be Starfield as that last sixth category or nominee. But
it's just a shame. Like, you think, imagine being that Bethesda team.
Yeah.
And working that hard, and Resident Evil 4 is a remake, but I get remakes to deserve it. But
saying it's not even the better game, but it's just like they were given an unfair advantage, right? Because they have all of Resident Evil 4 to work off of, right? So it's like, I don't know. I just don't think this was the year.
I'd have almost given it Dead Space. If I was going to give it to a remake, I'd give it Dead Space.
Yeah, I could see that.
But
all right,
what else
I think
remade?
Super Mario RPG was a remake this year. I'm trying to think of the remake. Whatever. I would have put Starfield or Hi-Fi Rush even in there. FF16 you could even do. I wouldn't mind that. But yeah,
would you say that your game of the year is Alan Wake?
You'll find out whenever we do our game of the year since. Yeah. You'll find out then.
I do Baldur's Gate.
Okay, we're both guessing Baldur's Gate. Steven Sims, we gotta go real quick. What have you been playing? Just very fast.
Spider-Man.
Alan Wake.
Spider-Man. Alan Wake.
You platinum Spider-Man?
Yeah, man. Spider-Man was like one of the most simplest, most seamless platinums I've ever had.
Cool.
It was almost too satisfying.
Loved it. I've been telling Daniel, do the fucking pigeon mission, man. because
Yeah,
that
he's
was
a
one of the
fucking
best parts
idiot.
of the year. That was one of the
Absolute
best
fucking
moments of the
lie.
year.
I bet he's not even done the
100%. Do
flame.
pigeon mission.
If he hasn't done the flame, I will never speak
Oh,
to him
do the
again.
flame too. Yeah. Oh, dude, you got to do all the side things.
Do the
in
side
that. And the
mission.
ending of the spider bot thing, you got to see that. Come on now. You got to see that.
You know, when that fucking portal opened
That's
up.
fucking cool. It's fucking cool.
You know when you got to, like, honestly, I'll never forget it. I'll never forget this moment in my life. You know the bit where you get to do the bit that was so obvious that you didn't think they'd do it.
Yeah.
I just put the controller down. I was like, I'm done. I'm fucking done. I'm done. And Natalie was like, Natalie just like, I was like, I am done. Like, I cannot handle this. I can't handle like how good this game is.
Yeah.
That was it. Like, that was the moment. I was like, this game is so good. Like, how can they do that to you? But then it got better somehow.
Some way, somehow. Kept going.
And then when the game started and it was like, Peter's the teacher, I was like, how's he going to juggle this? And they were like, he doesn't.
He's not.
Oh my God. Man, I remember just being a child. When I started the game, I was just a child. So I didn't see the Sandman shit. Never. I kept.
Sure. I didn't either. Yeah.
So
actually, I did see the picture. I saw a picture of them going.
But I was just like
Sandman beforehand.
Smiling, like a child,
The Sandman thing also fucking awesome.
Oh my God! And when Miles gets knocked through about 4 buildings, and it just does that almost movie scene moment.
Oh, I was talking about the Sandman side quest too, but yeah, just the Sandman fight.
Yeah, sick. All of it's sick. All of it.
Yeah.
There was no good.
I love the mysterious. Dude, all the side quests were really well done in Spider-Man.
Even being Miles and you just flying through them, flying them airplane.
Yeah.
The trophy for flying from one end to the other.
Going from one corner to the
other.
That
was sick.
That was so fun. That was fun. Yeah.
And I tried to do it without a guide. I was like, I know how to do this.
I did do it without a guide. Yeah.
I was just like, how do I do it? And I had to figure it out.
I just had to find the right wind
tunnels. I didn't read it properly. I thought, just don't touch the ground.
Oh, I did that too. Yeah. I started swinging, and then I got all the way there, and I was like, what the fuck?
The fucking wings. Oh my Lord.
Wingsuit was so good. For me, real quick, I platinumed Alan Wake 2. Great platinum. Be very thorough if you want the platinum, and then look up some stuff towards the end. There's a point of no return, so when you hit the point of no return, if you want the platinum, then look up where the rest of the collectibles are. But also be very thorough, because there are missable things as Alan. Would be my suggestion. Love the game, though. I will say this. It is my favorite survival horror game of all time. I will say that. Is it my game of the year? You will find out.
Very quickly, how do you feel about Sam Lake being so prominent?
I fucking love it. I love it.
I just don't
it's hilarious. Really, I think it's hilarious.
I'm guessing it seems to be going to government somewhere. I just think it's, I don't know.
I think it fits the story so well, because the story, I mean, it's about Alan Wake's writings coming to life and him being in his own story, right? And so Sam Lake is now in his own story, and his writings are coming to life in his own little way. It's just meta. The game's meta as fuck. I fucking loved Alan Wake 2. I had such a great time. Go back and listen to the last couple episodes if you want me to talk more in depth about it. Well, Tim from Quantum. Well, he's not the same character from Quantum Break.
Yeah,
but that's the. No, he's not. It's not. His name wasn't Tim in Quantum Break. I love those parts when you're Alan though, and you walk in on Tim, and he's just like, "Hey, Tim." It's like, yeah, hey, Tim.
Met him twice, and he's just making a noise somewhere. I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh God, what was the song? Oh my God, you hear that hum everywhere. It's like, I can't remember.
He's like, what's up? He's like, oh,
okay. Hey Tim. It's like, oh hey Alan. You guys
in the subway, in the dark subway, and like,
yeah. What are you doing here, Tim?
Fucking weird.
It's very cool though. I loved it. I loved it so much. And yeah, I just played. Oh, I beat the campaign of UFC 5. Yeah, that's just UFC 4 again.
Do the jump, yeah.
Yeah, champ, and now I'm online, and all of a sudden I'm getting my ass kicked online, which is very weird because I was not getting my ass kicked on UFC.
I need you to remember the names. Is it the same trophy? Beat 5 people in a row.
Well, I got it on Xbox, so I'm not.
I need you to get that trophy. I need you.
I don't want to. I don't want to. I'm not going through that again.
Do it, man. I need you to
not going through that again. Maybe someday it'll be like free.
I will never
PS
forget
or whatever.
when you just rattled the names off.
Fuck those people. I still have that screenshot somewhere.
Oh,
I should message those people and be like, remember when I beat your ass?
That's what you should do.
3 years ago. Yeah.
Remember.
Anyways, that's gonna do it for the Nerd Gods podcast, episode 197. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Remember to subscribe to us over at youtube.com/Nerdic Gods. You can also find us available on all audio platforms. Steven Sims, anything else you want to say?
Cabbage.
Cabbages. My cabbages. You know that from Avatar?
No,
you don't know that.
SpongeBob.
Okay. It's the second reference of like a child.
No, it's Avatar, isn't it? It's Avatar, isn't it? No, I'm not.
Avatar:
I'm
Last
not a fucking nerd, man.
With your fucking chocobo shirt on. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
My missus got me off. My missus bought me off Vinted. I was like,
I'm
just
not a
dossing
nerd,
this
but
shit.
I got Five Nights at Freddy's
That's not
bed
my
sheets
shit.
and a Final Fantasy shirt on.
It's
Shut
not my
up.
shit.
Shut up. With a Spyro fucking statue sitting right behind you, you fucking nerd.
I had to break the silence. Me and this awkward guy. Anyway, right, bye.
Okay, bye, everyone.
Anyway, I had to like break the silence with this guy at work, and I was like,
Break the silence?
yeah, because
Oh,
we
you
just
were
didn't
just like,
talk.
you
And
two
I
were
was like,
stuck
oh,
in a room together?
I was like, what do you do? What do you do? This is what I like to run. And I was like, well, you're a big chubby guy. I don't
Likes
see
to
you.
run. Yeah,
Yeah,
get
I don't
out.
know.
Oh, he's chubby too? Get out of here, you fucking liar.
You ain't running nowhere. So then I was like, what else do you do when you're not running? He goes, oh, I like to play PlayStation.
Okay.
I was like, oh, what, PS5? He goes, yeah, but he just said, oh, I just found the PS. I said, what game are you playing? He goes, Star Wars Force Unleashed. And I was like, what, Survivor? He goes, no, on the PS3. And I was like, this man's on drugs.
This guy's on PS3 still. Wow.
But no,
Was this the Star Wars fan?
Yeah, fucking nerd.
Oh, okay. Did you ask him the question I told you?
No, because you're too late. I'll never see him again now. Huh?
Oh, okay.
I was like, because I was like chuckling to myself. He goes, "What are you laughing about?" I was like, "Oh, nothing yet." Because I was expecting you lot to give me some banging questions.
Well, I was asleep.
Yeah,
Sorry.
well, Daniel let me down, didn't he?
Yeah, I guess he did.
Right, I'm gonna
Yeah,
end the
give
stream. I'll let you go to work, man.
Okay, I gotta go. See you later. I guess we're doing this next week too, so see you then.
Oh yeah. We do it Thursday, can we?
No, we're doing Wednesday. I can't do Thursday.
Oh yeah.
Thanksgiving. Do Wednesday though. Okay. See you then.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.